Hi, everybody.
Hello.
That's Pat.
And that's Charvana.
And this is us watching the final episode of The Last of Us.
The last of the Last of Us.
It's going to be the last of it. And but there's already a season 2. There's already a season 2 in the works. They're working on it. It's happening. It's where we're gonna watch it. You gonna watch it with me?
Yes.
Yeah, you are. It's been really, really good. Pat, on a scale of 1 to 10 thus far, how has this show ranked up for you?
I mean, I never give anything a 10 because then there's no room for improvement, and I don't know if I've ever seen anything flawless, but it's pretty dang up there. I'd give it a solid 8.5.
8.5. Okay,
Like,
I'm gonna give it 9.9. We'll give that. It's always room for
like,
improvement.
I mean, if we want to like heavily debate later, it could probably go up, but I'm just like, yeah, it's like super solid, but it's got zombies, it's got like some stuff maybe some people don't like. I really didn't like that, zombie makeout
Okay,
kiss in the
okay,
beginning.
yeah, okay. I'll give it a 9.7. We'll go with that. The zombie makeout could have been trashed,
Just
but
for the makeout. You lose
just for the
points for the
makeout.
makeout.
Yeah, but everything else has been top tier at this point.
Hmm.
Um, I also wanted to point out, though, I was just thinking about it last week. There's been hardly any zombies. We've had the
No.
one massive hull breach, but after
Yeah.
that,
One of the director commentaries that was after whichever episode, they said we are the least zombies in a zombie show ever.
yeah.
And it's like, yeah, there's been almost nothing with the clickers and whatnot.
The last couple of weeks too, it's just been like, what? What's happening? Like,
Which,
where is is the apocalypse that big of a problem? Even though we know it
right,
is.
who cares? There are no clickers in this world.
Yeah,
Saying that, this one's gonna be it, right? Like
yeah, it's
every
gotta.
clicker ever is gonna be in this episode.
It's gotta. I think there's gotta be some dramatic beats that are happening in this one. My prediction is either
Yes, where are we
Ellie
going?
gets to the place. I think we kind of covered this at the end of the last one, so I won't go too heavily into it. But Ellie's gonna get into
Hmm.
the place, and Joel is either going to die if she does, and if she
Okay.
does and it's a bad place, they're going to be separated. I don't feel like we're going to
Okay.
have our dynamic duo be a duo by the end. That's my
Okay.
guess.
No, no
Yours?
duo for number 2-0. Hmm.
I think there maybe the whole second season's all about them trying to like repair up and find each other, but I don't know.
Hmm.
I don't know.
I
What about
mean,
you?
if they're gonna go the Joel dies route, then I mean, this is it. This is the finale. It would certainly fit thematically to bridge into another story of how does Ellie survive it with what he has taught her.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
And spoiler, not spoiler, mechanic thing. It's not 2 hours like I said it was going to be. Just so you know.
mhm.
But I'm not gonna say anything more
um,
than that. but
but now our brains are working like, okay, in halftime, what do we got?
mm-hmm.
Um,
I don't know.
I think because there is a game too, so I'm basing this on just the foreknowledge that we already know there's a sequel,
Yeah.
um, that the cure doesn't happen yet. I think that it is going to be the despair of we get to Salt Lake City or wherever they're headed to try and find the scientists, and it's just sorry, like yeah, it's cool that you have the magic blood, but like nobody can do anything with it
Okay.
because especially now that you mentioned the clickers, it's just like this is where we have to see everything, right? That like we're gonna go there, it's just clicker swarm, and it's like, well, where do we go? I don't know. Season two, and
Yeah, I just really hope we get some kind of conclusion to the end of this one, and I wonder even if this is going to be the end of game one. I would hope so, so that I can play game one because I really want to
mm.
play game one. But we'll see.
Oh yeah,
We'll
I mean,
see.
I don't know that. Like, could they break up the game into multiple seasons? So I would assume it's one season per game, but who knows?
Who knows? Well, it's about that time. Are you ready?
Let's do it.
Let's do it. In three, two, one, go. Lovely. As always, everybody, this will be a watch along series, so you have the media on your screens or devices elsewhere, opening us up on the side so that we can watch along together. And what's going to be going on right now is the ads for HBO because they're built into the episode. I'll put handy dandy timestamps down in the description so that you can skip ahead if you happen to have no ads or anything like that, but just to make sure everybody on phones and stuff can be synced up to the same area. This is what we doing. Let's do it. HBO Max. So much to watch.
Give us a sponsorship.
Yeah, that'd be nice. Okay, here goes the previously on from the beginning.
You think we'll see Marlene again? Because she didn't die, right? She was just injured.
Yeah, she was just injured. No, because then she could have brought Ellie herself, right?
His face of disgust. I love it.
Yeah.
I really, really hope with Pedro being like the current superstar that's in everyone loves and everything. Like I hope we don't grow tired of Pedro like we have with Chris Pratt.
Fair. I also just put something together watching that scene again. She said in that scene that she had killed somebody before. That's why she didn't feel so bad about that. So the chops were not her first kill from last episode. But we still don't know. We still don't know what it was. I really hope it wasn't Riley, because now I want to know what happened to Riley.
Mm-hmm.
So bad.
Yep, no confirmed kill on that one.
Yeah, I don't know. I think you said that they have been through so much. And it's only been like 9 hours worth of stuff so far.
Yeah.
The first one was like a little bit longer.
For them, they had a 3-month time jump, right?
True.
So like they've been adventuring together for a while, but yeah, it's been like 3-ish movies worth of content.
It's good.
When you think about story
starting
stuff.
Right with the opening, not with music.
Oh, this is gonna be her mom.
You think so? Wait. That's the actress that does Ellie. I think you're right. I don't know if it's her mom, but
yeah, you're right, Ashley Johnson.
Yeah.
So yeah, we had the voice of Joel last episode, so now we get the voice of Ellie this episode.
That's really cool. I like that a lot. Thanks to
HBO
for doing it.
One of those interesting things. If it is in this universe Ellie's mom, like weird to be both Ellie and Ellie mom.
You think it's her mom though? Why can't it just be a woman?
I think this is going to be explaining how she got immune. Like she's going to get bit while pregnant, and like the baby will have gotten the immunity. Is my guess. Oh, because she's like in birth, like that's how the immunity transferred.
Maybe. Hi, Amy. I hope not. I hope that's not how it worked.
Oh no! Oh no!
Oh my god!
Okay, it's just for defense. It's just for defense, right?
Yeah, it's just for defense. Don't. Oh my god.
Ugh. Scared the baby right out of her.
Pop straight out. Right on that floor. Dang!
Yep.
So that's how it happened. Well, I don't love that because now in a dystopian society, there's just gonna be like incubator mommies just to make vaccines, and I really hate that. Because if you find out that's how you cure the world, we
You
gotta
have
get
to be,
more,
yeah, bitten while in birth.
which is super.
Well, I mean, hopefully they can indeed make a vaccine from her blood or whatever.
That's a hope, but is one enough? Ugh, being a woman in the apocalypse is terrifying.
Yeah. Yeah.
How does she find everybody else, though?
So yeah, like either the Fireflies are gonna discover
Well, she called her
her,
name. She
or
named her Ellie, and unless she had other
right?
people that she told already that their name is Ellie,
True. So yeah, she's got to at least be alive long enough to.
assuming she didn't just be like, "Hey, this is my baby's name. My baby's name's gonna be Ellie. It's gonna be Ellie. It's gonna be Ellie." You know, I don't know.
Mhm.
But I don't also feel like she can turn. She has to meet up with somebody before then because otherwise, wouldn't she snack on her baby? Bite-sized treat.
Yeah, I don't know. Or if that, like, she has to just leave, hope somebody finds her and leaves the note. This is my baby Ellie. Please take care of her. Like, I turned, so I'm running into the woods before I do any damage.
Honestly, I think that's the
Yeah.
last we see of that. I think that's it. We'll just have to imagine. Because I think we're back with flashlights at least. Amy, you're so cute. She over here snacking on a blanket. My cat. I don't know.
Yeah, this will still be them. This is them finding her.
Ah,
Yeah. Yeah, everybody they showed in the previously on will be in it. So we will find out about Riley as well, I think. Because they make it a point to remind you, like, oh yeah, remember this person?
I hope so.
So like,
Broken glass. And that's why she gave him to Fedra, because it could have just been like a ticking time bomb of a baby.
Maybe if you so partly selfish reasons
Yeah.
of if she becomes zombie, then it's Fedra's problem.
Yeah.
Ugh. And also now, like, what a liability, like, just if anybody with babies, because it's like any crying, it's like, oh,
You can't just let her waste away there either, though. So, like, I get it, but oof.
I don't know. Do you in an apocalypse scenario and you have that? Do you write it out? You're like, yeah, I'll wait till I turn, because what if they find a cure in the next day? Like,
No. No. If anybody gets it, it's not going to be widespread. Like, I think it would, especially if they're fireflies, they're not going to get it. If somebody else figures it out. I don't know. I don't know. Either way. I wouldn't want my friend to waste away if they didn't want to. Especially if they just had a baby that they had to just give up. They're going to have to live with. Boof.
add all the trauma of the previous episode on top of apocalypse.
Uh huh.
Yo, Reno.
Trying to
All out.
process it. He's trying his best. He really is. You can tell, like, completely different from what he used to treat her as.
Yeah. Yeah, he's just like, well, reaching out. I'm here if you need.
Here's some good stuff. We found some fun stuff. I'll do distraction wise. No. Stairs? No. That's got to be the mechanics we were talking about before of the game. There has to, because he
Yeah.
boosts her up through windows and stuff too.
Hmm. Yeah, that sucks. It's just like I know you got a lot to think about and figure out, but we also have to survive. Like,
Mm-hmm.
don't mean to distract you, but also I need you to go up here, please. Thanks. It's just brutal. Oh shit.
Really? Child, come on.
Yeah, that was a little ridiculous.
What did she see?
Or maybe this is gonna be like some weird nightmare scenario that she's having or that
Uh,
he's having.
Ooh, that would be interesting. We haven't really had much supernatural though, have we? Green. A giraffe. Okay, that's pretty cool.
Here, feed it. Adorable.
Cool! I think there's zoos where you can do this, but do it in the wild? How awesome! Hey there! You're gonna name
No.
you Spot. Hi, Spot. That's so cool. Good. Good that she got this moment.
Ugh, that debate of like, yes, she needs to have this, but also please be careful.
Yeah. Because there's a lot of greenery, and not that fungi is the only thing that can be green. It's just makes me feel very
No.
skeptical about what could be growing here. Would you call it a herd of giraffes? It's a herd?
I don't know. I don't know if they have one of those funky names. No.
Uh-huh.
But I do like giraffes.
Hmm. Was this it? Makes me wonder how long it actually takes for a place to get decayed like that. Because whenever
Mhm.
we're going around, it's just like
Yeah, like having a
decay.
whole city just overgrown, broken down.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Huh. Hmm. Wow. D moment. Shoo. Yeah. Bring 'em on. Yeah, let's get some levity back in here, please. I don't know if I got enough toilet paper. Why? Cheese? Oh. What is that?
Oh shit.
This is fireflies. They gotta be the fireflies, right?
Yeah.
Not again! Please. Please just be the fireflies. Please be where we're going.
The big TV movie trope thing, like, oh, you just get knocked out and you wake up a few hours later. No, that's like permanent fucking brain damage if you take a blunt hit like that.
Yeah, tell Giles that from Buffy.
Mm.
Gets hit every other day.
So yeah, definitely fireflies.
Yeah. You're right. Yeah. 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 I knew it was they weren't going to be bad. It's just it's not a blood thing.
He's just thinking, I'm really sorry I have to murder all of you.
Yeah.
Yep. About the John Wick this entire building.
Yeah. The way that body like flung day, dude, that was
Hey.
bleh.
No mercy. He's done.
What hurts me right now is like I love Ellie, but like also if this could be the cure for everybody, is this the right thing? But
Yeah.
ugh.
Shot, shot, shot. They're all down. No monologues.
He already killed the doctor. At least he gets a few more days. She's there with him. Yep. That's so abrupt.
There you go.
Don't do that.
Oh,
Hmm.
God help any motherfuckers that get in Joel's way.
Isn't it
That
true
was
though?
that was just, and you know, whether you agree with it or disagree with it, I have mad respect for just that concept of I'm not here to fuck around. I'm not listening to your monologue. I'm not listening to a debate. I'm not whatever. You're dead. No mercy, no whatever, no like you know, in so many heroes versus villain situations,
Yeah.
it gets worse because the hero or the villain doesn't just do the thing.
Yeah.
And again, you might not agree with it, but there's definitely a level of like, I get it. Joel's like, no, no, we're done. This
We already
situation is
had
done.
you lied to me. You broke the trust.
Yeah.
There's nothing here. Boundary. Big
And
hard
just
fat boundary.
that simple thing. Like he is literally his sole purpose is to ensure Ellie's continued existence.
Mm-hmm.
And so when she's like when Marlene is begging like please and he's like you'd only come after her. Like doesn't even give her a goodbye. Like just
It was
done. Or in
bro.
the surgery room, it's like unhook her. Wait, like no,
It's
you
like
didn't unhook her
I won't let
immediately.
you
So
take
you're
her.
just
It's like ah, well, they will, but they
it's like
will.
okay, it's like you ready? That's what's gonna happen. Like let's
Yeah.
try that again.
I'm glad he didn't also kill the other doctors or nurses or whatever they were. Just I know you were over like bop 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 bop. But it's like at least they no, you gotta leave somebody, but to tell the story at least.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
goodness
Well,
gracious.
that's the danger with that though is there are now two survivors that know she exists, and I think that's going to bleed into the next season. Is people are now going to hunt Ellie down.
Yeah.
And that's going to be exactly what that swear to me line was about because then it's going to be the drama of like you told me
Oh yeah.
that like whatever so like now people are going to be coming after them and
As soon as people start breaking trust and lying to each other in TV shows, you know that's going to be a big deal, especially for these two that have yet to have any kind of relationship like that. Like it was first so standoffish and then it kind of turned in a way and then Ellie started turning away because like the whole trauma of last episode and now there's like an extra rift of like now we have our own private secrets and
yeah, especially after being so vulnerable with
yeah.
his attempted suicide story
Mm-hmm.
and her at the end there talking about Riley. And so it's like here is some of my most vulnerable secrets, but are you lying to me? And
Yeah.
he says, no, I am not. And it's like,
Also, I
oh,
really hope that Ellie's lying in that moment. I don't know if she is or not, but then again, that's just me projecting because I really want Riley to be okay and everything. But we
hmm.
never saw it. We never saw it. So
Yeah,
I
you're
don't know
right.
if she's an unreliable
No,
narrator right now.
no visual confirmation.
Yeah, there's no visual confirmation, so I'm
Which,
like, maybe she's okay. I
yeah.
don't know.
Although I don't disagree with, I don't like that Joel lied about it, but
Yeah.
I feel like there's going to be some truth in the lie, because just statistically, between billions of people on Earth, there's got to be more than one person immune. Like, just
That's happened in that same way.
I don't know about in that sequence, but like just somebody else out there, like statistically, just math, bell curve. Like, even if there's only 100 people, like it's still got to be us, the smallest percentage that also are immune. Like, I feel like there's going to be some truth in that.
There might be, and there might even have been in the same way at some point, somewhere else, but maybe they don't know they're immune because the whole goal is to not get bit in the first place. So, Ellie knew because she got bit and she was okay, but like, how many other people potentially are okay as well? But
It's like our debate in My Hero. It's just like, you might not know if you have a quirk because you just don't know
that you can breathe in
you,
space, but you've never
yeah,
been to
you
space.
haven't encountered that yet.
Yeah.
I will say, not spoiler warning is not the right term. I did in our Twitch adventures at some point a raid landed on Last of Us 2, and I know that Joel was in it at whatever point that was. So this whole season, when we're like, is he gonna die? Is he gonna? I was like, he's in game 2. I know that. So unless they could go a different route, but
See, I didn't know
so
this.
that was the one spoiler that I knew.
I didn't even know if Ellie was in game 2. Honestly, there was the hot minute when he's walking down the hallway going to her surgery room that I'm like, is this gonna be it? Is he gonna like stumble upon somebody else also? Like, perhaps there was a secondary person. Perhaps this is the moment where we're gonna introduce to our next main character, which Dale has to take care of. I do not know who the main character of the next one is, but if they're both in the second one, interesting. Good to know. Good. Also,
could be. It could have been interesting though had it been an anthology kind of thing. Like, this game and season was Joel and Ellie, and then this game and season is
Joel and so. Yeah.
Or not even the same characters. It's just, that was this adventure, and now here's another one, because maybe I could have seen it going the like, he's too late. They did operate and they do find a cure or something. So then like, now it's about clearing out the remaining parts of the world. And
yeah, I was thinking it was her blood too. As soon as they said like blood, I was like, it's blood stuff. But I didn't even like think, yeah, if that's where it grows and if she's immune in that direction, then yes, of course it's her brain. I didn't pick up on that through the entire thing, but I believe it and I understand it as the viewer. So yeah, I should have figured that out. But
what's crazy, because they said, what was it, that she has these like emitters, and the cordyceps think that she is also cordyceps. Like, does that mean, I wonder if in game 2, no spoilers, chat, if she'll have the power to like control the cordyceps, like she could touch the vines and and be like, go that way. Like, I am telling you to go this way, or so like she could be like a queen hive mind. Didn't they try to attack
her when they all came out? And also, we didn't see another clicker in this. Like, at all. Did you notice that? This is another episode.
It was only in flashbacks. Yeah.
Where we haven't gotten anything, which is
I wonder if that's like just a budget thing. Yeah, like they spent all of it on Game of Thrones and House of Dragons, so they had nothing left for The Last of Us.
I mean, they've had a really good, compelling story anyway, so we haven't had to like need it or anything. So okay, fine, no big deal. But very interesting that they didn't need it. There's been like 2 or 3 episodes where we actually saw them, but in very few quantity, except for that one with the hole and the But aside from that one, then there's not been that many, which is kind of cool, because that means they've relied heavily on story and heavily on story on 2 characters this entire time that we barely have any real information on. It's just a big
we still don't know much about them.
It's a bunch of subtext. I really appreciate that these 2 actors have really held it strong throughout the entire season, and good job, you 2. Good, well done.
Yeah.
Well done. How terrifying it would be to be in labor and getting attacked. That's something that was
you're already going through some,
a moment.
Yeah, you're going through one of the, like, I don't want to say traumatic, but like physically traumatic things your body can go through in that moment, without any drugs, without any doctors, without any assistance, while your adrenaline is at an all-time high because you might die. And like, that's just like you mentioned earlier, it's like how horrible, like the additional layer of problems women have to deal with in the apocalypse. Not just the regular world, which is already, that's another discussion, but it's like, but in the apocalypse you got to deal with all this
So
extra
much
stuff. And
stuff,
it's like,
so much stuff. But also, if you found out that you can become a baby factory of immune children just by killing women in
mm.
birth, that would just be the worst to find out. Also, because guarantee in the apocalypse somebody's going to take advantage of that. Guarantee. Because if you have the means of like having Ellie right here and we're already going to murder Ellie for a cure, what's not to say a few other people couldn't die for a cure as well? And that's just, it's a people factory of vaccines, and I don't like that. So I really wish this wasn't the way that we found out it happened, but it makes the most sense to me, like why Ellie is immune versus just, oh, it's just happenstance.
And everybody taking chances with like you said, like just to protect their loved ones. It's even Ellie's mom, or Ashley Johnson's character, lied and said I was bit after the I cut the cord. And it's like, no, that's the reason she's immune. So like,
Mm-hmm.
but we don't know she's immune in that moment. So she's like, I don't know, she could become a zombie baby. Here you go. Like
Is that
take her
why they
into
given to Fedra? Is that why you think that she was given to Fedra? Because there was no confirmation
I
of why she put them in that care.
I think that could very well be a strategy of like well, one, she'll be they said we put you in there to be safe because we don't always have the means to take care of everybody.
Mm-hmm.
So here you go. But also, I guess, yeah, maybe on the side note of like maybe not their intent, but just like, but if she becomes a zombie, that's you know,
It's their problem now. Yeah.
um
Hmm.
so I don't think it's their intent, but a silver lining that they were willing to be like, yeah.
There's a moment that Joel gets super, super intimate with Ellie, and not in that way, but just sharing his past too. And I really
Yeah,
appreciate that
personal.
moment. Yeah, because it's the first time we see him fully just say like, yes, like the door is open, my heart is open to you, and like in a father figure kind of way, I'm here for
Opened
you
up
as much
I
as
think
I
that's
can
the
be.
like, can you think of any other moments? Like there were some bonding moments throughout the show, but like
Every moment
not
she
in
stumbled in
a
on was not him to her. It was him like
yeah.
talking to his brother, saying like, "I'm
Hmm.
terrified. You're family, so I'm welcome to open up to you." But this is like his first time opening up that family to her.
Yeah.
So I appreciate that moment, and it was a very heartfelt moment, and I appreciated it. And yeah, it
Hmm.
was good. It was good. So I liked that. Super sad. Never would have saw that coming again. Another twist that caught me off guard. I wouldn't have put the two men together when he said, "I missed, he missed." Yeah, I didn't put those together either.
Yeah, they did a
So
lot of good
clever.
stuff. I didn't catch you had mentioned when they revealed it's a brain thing, not a blood thing. I didn't have any suspicions about that when she did the blood to Sam,
Hmm.
was the younger boy's name. I just thought like, oh well, like you need to use proper injections and do
I
whatever,
thought you
like
might just have to
actual
use like
medical
a
stuff.
lot. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like touching cut to cut wasn't gonna be the solution, so it was like it didn't dawn on me that that was a hint to like, oh no, okay, like that's was the game and show telling you like maybe it's not blood. Um,
Mm.
so I feel like that could have been deduced. Now that we know it, we can watch it again and like see all the little hints that they've dropped along the way.
I did feel like the Fireflies were going to be not bad, because again, I don't know if I want to call them bad, because they are on a mission to save the world, and if it
But
comes at the expense of one life, I don't know if it's the worst, but we have grown so attached to this one life.
Mhm.
uh
Yeah, well, I mean, we called that kind of earlier, not directly, but the Kansas City storyline, because you had Fedra, who were horrible people
mm-hmm.
and doing terrible things, and then you had the survivors who were just trying to survive, but also ended up being pretty horrible and doing terrible things. So we said like there are no good teams, and like the Fireflies included. It's just like
Mm-hmm.
everybody's just trying to figure out how to solve the problem in their own way, but they're all doing horrific things in the name of it.
Mm-hmm.
And but yeah, if you're Joel, what do you do? Do you let it happen or do you go save her?
I don't know, like, I, as Joel, who was willing to like end it all and just be what it is. His whole world revolves around his family. It's kind of what we've learned about him as a person. So he was willing to sacrifice it all to get to his brother. He was willing to do everything he could for his daughter before, and now he's willing to do whatever he can for Ellie. So like, family is important to him. Like, bonds are important to him, and it doesn't look like he makes them very easily. So if you could tell him, you have to be unhappy to save the planet, when there's one person in the world that can make him happy, I totally understand why that character did what he did. I don't know. I'm never gonna be in Joel's shoes. Knock on all kinds of wood. So I don't know what I would do, but I can see why he did what he did, even though it's like one of those things from the outside view. You're like, okay, you do you, Joel. You know?
Especially like trying to imagine, a character that they didn't show that was like, on their deathbed, and it's just like, hey, if we kill this person, we can cure you. Like, are you like great, or are you like
that's a question for all of you. I want to know what you have to say. Answer down in the comments below.
I feel I think Joel commented on it, like, God forbid, again, hopefully none of us are ever in this kind of a situation ever in any way, but it's the fact that Ellie didn't have the choice. Like, if Ellie was conscious and told everything, and like, hey, are you willing to do this? Like, if she wants to have that self-sacrifice moment and know she's going to be the hero of the world, maybe. But the whole like, no, we're murdering her.
If she looked at him and she said, Joel, no, or like, Joel, I don't want this to happen, I would be 100% on Joel's side. I'd be like, fine, do it, go for it. I don't know where I care about this character too much, but that she didn't have a choice, I feel like she would have done it. I think she would have gone through with it. Just from that other conversation with the giraffe. Also, giraffe. There was a giraffe in this episode. There's a freaking giraffe. I love that. Absolutely love that. Amazing.
I mean, I get like shock factor. You've never seen an animal like this in your life, and greenery and whatever. But do you just drop the ladder onto?
Why not?
It was just like, you figure it out. I'm gonna go see this thing.
What if it left right at that moment? Of course you go. Of course you do that. Theories for next time being next season. What I think might happen with the relationships that we're getting right now, we're seeing a sudden drastic change of Joel and Ellie's relationship. And I think it's going to end up being more so Ellie finding out at some point that that's what was going to have to happen in order for her to help save the world. And Joel is going to be like, no, you can't do it. At least in one episode. At least one episode. I don't know if it'll be the entire season long, but I feel like it's going to be one of those combative things where it's like, I'm ready to sacrifice myself because I'm ready to save the world, and he's going to be like, no, you can't, and like actively try to stop her. So at least in one episode, and I don't know if something's going to go super bad or super sour from that, and maybe they're going to be at odds in next season. We'll see.
Yeah, I feel like because they made it a point to show 2 nurse survivors out of all of that, like, word will get out. There are people that know of Ellie. There are people that know she's immune, and her brain is the key to a potential cure. Like, the fact that he didn't kill those 2 is what I think the major stumbling block will be for at least the main, like, we're coming for you. Like, it's a different reason will not be why she's hunted down. It's that. Like, that was very clearly like, what? You're showing mercy to them. Like,
Pat's just like, kill them all.
Well, it, like, in the character of Joel, like, not saying what Pat would do, but just Joel, in that moment, Joel, like, the one guy is putting his gun down and pleading, and he said, nope, fuck you, bye. Like, and like Marlene, it's like, nope, fuck you, bye. Like, so it's like, why not the 2 nurses?
Yeah.
And maybe because they were medical, and he does have that in the back of his brain, like, we still need to have medical professionals in the world, so
I don't know.
Because I was going to say maybe because they were women, but Marlene, he had no issues doing, capping right away. And
I just hope that we have officially finished out game 1, and I'm going to have to figure that out from somebody. Because I really want to play game 1.
More of game 1, but I don't know. We kind of touched on ratings at the beginning. What would you what would you officially, after this episode, rate the series out of 10?
Really do enjoy this episode as well as this series, and I think it's one of the more recent top-notch series. I will really appreciate that it does follow a game very closely, at least from what I've been told. I do not know actually, but follows the game very closely, has given them extra story there where there was no story in the game. Again, what I've been told. So I'm gonna have to go play this over on my Twitch over at twitch.tv/Charvana. You can also catch Pat over at twitch.tv/ActorPat. Just a little subtle plug there. But also I really enjoy that this story has not gone downhill over the episodes. There's been a lot of HBO shows that semi drop off halfway through the season. Perhaps you know which ones I'm talking about, and they're good, but they're just not as enjoyable when they do that. So I appreciate that this one has stayed strong throughout.
Yeah.
High rating. Don't know what, but high rating. At least a 4.5 maybe out of 5 stars.
Out of 5. Okay, I was like, out of 10? Wow, that's pretty low.
No, out of 5 stars.
Yeah, I would say that's a solid, 4.5 out of 5.
But until next time, everybody, thanks so much for watching with us. We'll see you again soon. Bye for now.
Bye.
Mwah.